Yo, what up, boys and girls? It's your main man, Master DJ Tony Soul. Talking to you from the airport, man. We are here in, where am I at? In Barcelona on a layover. Headed to Marrakesh, to Morocco, play a festival. I want to take this time to talk to y'all, man, about a lot of DJs been asking me, how's it going? How's the business part of it going? And I wanted to basically, touch on some of those things. I got a lot of DJs asking me, what. Maybe they might want to get out here and go ahead and get busy and do their thing or do their thing again. A lot of them did their thing back in the day. But obviously things are a lot different now. So I figured I'd go ahead and take this time and touch up on it, man. Damn, I'm loud. Oh, shit. I'm loud as hell in the airport. First thing, you don't want to be too loud in the airport. You want to try to keep it low. But it's a quiet-ass airport. God damn, it's polite. Damn, it's quiet. Shh. All right, cool. So first thing, man, try not to waste too much time like I already did. Number one thing is your contacts. What's up with your contacts, your connections? Do you have a lot of connections? Do you have a lot of people that are willing to book you or tentatively book you, or are they talking good about you? Or it's got to be some serious contacts, though. It can't be no game, because without the contacts, everything else that I say don't really mean nothing. You could be the best DJ in the world. You could have 600 million views per day on YouTube. 6.9 million people watching you on internet radio every hour, and you can have girls banging on your door. But if you don't have those connections, you can forget it. It's not going to happen. So the main thing is to make sure you got your connections in order, talk to your people, get some confirmation, set up some confirmation so that you'll be in a position to make money as soon as you get out. The worst thing is to be out and loot and run out of money. I can tell you. So yeah, your connections, number one, number only, really. Without connections, nothing else matters. Number two is what kind of love are you receiving? And this is something where you got to be honest with yourself. I mean, are you receiving love because people just really like the music you play, or are you receiving love because they like your show and the music you play and the performance? Is there something different about you? Because there's a million DJs that got good music. The digital age has brought on a time where now good music is very easy to come by. Sure, you have to have a good ear, of course. But, a lot of these cats can go on Beatport, check the sound, check the joints, check the ones people are liking, and get a good idea, and they can come with 70% good music. And so it's not, and in each city that you go to, there's already a million good DJs that play good music. So you can't just be a good DJ and play some decent music. You got to be, you got to be special. You got to be special. You can't go out here thinking because this is for my American DJs. You can't go out here thinking because you're American, you're just going to get love. It don't work like that. So you got to have something special. I mean, your connections, maybe not. You don't have to have. If you have great connections, then the rest of this doesn't even matter, because the connections will put you on. I've seen DJs way less than any of you that are listening to me, and they rocking festivals, they rocking parties, they rocking clubs, and they're not really that good. I mean, I'm not trying to diss nobody, because there's a lot of good DJs out here, but there's a lot of DJs that ain't that good, but they got the connections, so they're gonna get in. So you got to be a step above. That's the whole thing. You got to be a step above. Number three, I guess, would be what kind of support system do you have? Do you have people out around the country, or around the world rather, that are willing to send you a couple dollars when you get low? Because if you're gonna be out here for an extended amount of time, which that's the only people I'm talking to, you're trying to come out here for a weekly vacation and play some gigs, that's not gonna work. I can't really give you any advice on that. But if you're gonna be out here for the long haul, then the main thing is to have some security money, some people, some love. Your karma needs to be perfect. Your karma needs to be on point, like hot. Like you can't touch the karma, it's so hot. With flavor just coming back to you, love. Like, a lot of you cats are good cats. That are the personal ones that I know. The vibes you give me, it seems like you're some good cats. So, shit, I mean, the karma is the main thing. If you don't have the good karma, it's not gonna work out either. Because you're gonna need good people around you, which brings me to my next point. What kind of people do you have out here in the field? I'm mainly talking to people going to Europe or Asia. It's the only places I played. So do you have good people out there? People that that are willing to help. You got somewhere to stay for a week. Do you have somebody to go over and eat? Do you have another person's house to stay over for a week? Do you have a person's house that you can stay over indefinitely while you, as a base, while you bounce around, and then you stay with other people sometime, and then you go back there because that's your base. That's where you keep your big luggage, and you take out a smaller bag. Do you have those kind of people? If not, you need to get them, because you're gonna need it. You want to come out here and be as prepared as you can, and that's one of the main things. Is if you got some good people in your cities, in those cities that you plan on hitting, man, it changed the game. It really changed the game. I've been blessed in Italy, and even in Taiwan, in Taipei City. In Taiwan, I had good people that were able to help me out when I needed the help, so they can give me that push to get to the next level. Because remember, you can't really be doing this for money. And let me say that again. I know it's going to sound crazy, but you can't really be doing this for money. You got to be doing this for a bigger purpose than that. So what I mean is when I say that is, you know, as a DJ, you check some other videos, you see my perspective on this. You know, we're vibe selectors, we're energy selectors, so we're out here serving a bigger purpose. So it's bigger than money. The money will come. The universe will take care of you. There's not a doubt about that. If you're true and you're pure about what you're doing. So it's not about money. It's about the long haul in it. And the money will come and it'll be good. The universe will give you exactly what you need. But that's only if you're pure in your intentions and what you're trying to do and the kind of music you're playing. I firmly believe if you're playing a bunch of bullshit, then you're probably going to get bullshit back. So I think that's it, man. Open ticket. Have an open ticket. Back home, back to the crib, wherever you're from. That's for you guys. To give you some security and knowing that no matter what, you could at least, death in the family, back at the crib, something serious, a job, a gig, or something you got to get back for your kid, whatever. Boom, you can just hop right back on open ticket and get on a flight, make a reservation and go home, and then you can rework or figure it out, regroup or whatever. You might get sick, so you might need to get some traveler's insurance or something like that. So those things are necessary. Me, I don't have none of that. I don't have an open ticket because I didn't come out here on tour as much as I moved out here. I'm here to live. I basically came to scout, figure out where I'm going to live for good, and I settled in on Rome as my home, as my base. So I live on the edge a little bit, so no open ticket for me. I'm just here. I got to make the money to get back in September, figure out a way to make some money to get back in September to put my kids back in school, and then back on the road. So you got to really want to do this. You can't be like you just want to do it because it seems fly, or you just want to do it because it seems fun. You got to want to do this and be ready to sleep in airports, be ready to sleep in train stations, be ready to sleep wherever, example is I'm going to, after I finish this in Morocco, I'm coming back here to Barcelona, and I'm basically just going to, I'm trusting the universe. I don't know where I'm staying. I don't have much paper, much money, so I'm just kind of going because I know what's popping. I know it. I feel it. I just got to go ahead and do it. I can't sit on my ass in Rome and just play the little gigs in Rome and Italy and think it's going to be good. I got to get out here. So since I'm going to be in Morocco, I might as well come in the flight brought me back through Barcelona before going to Rome. I just figured I'm going to go ahead on and stay in Barcelona and stay in Spain for a month before my next gig in Germany is in the 20th of July or something, so 21st of July, so I got time to kill, so I need to go ahead and, instead of just going back, I know I got people in Rome I could probably go stay at. I don't want to overstay my welcome though, but I got people in Rome that I could go stay at their crib. I could just keep calling them, keep emailing and getting sporadic gig here and there. But I can't do that. There's too much time I'd be wasting, so I'm gonna get out here and get it. So you gotta, I think, in my humble opinion, you gotta have that drive that'll tell you that you got to leave the safety net. You got to go ahead and give it the shot. Say fuck it. If you believe in yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like you believe in what you're doing, and then the sky's the limit. But you can only believe in yourself if you're keeping it real with yourself. Be true, man. Be real. Don't front. I'm just being honest as I can. If you just got good music, man, don't do it. But if you got a full, because DJs are now we're the show. It's not like before we were in the back in the corner, or in the back behind the light, behind the post or something. We out here doing it. So we got to give a show. We got to do something. I'm not saying that you got to do what I do, but you got to do something. You can't stand there. You can't be one of these dudes that nobody want to fly you halfway around the world or to another 5 countries away so that you can sit here getting your little blend on. Now don't get me started on the technology thing, but that's not going to work. I don't think. It works for local DJs because they got the connections that you're not going to have until you blow up. So you can't go along those lines. You got to go along the lines of, man, am I going to get it or not? Am I going to put this extra? What else can I add to my show? And I'm not saying to put some fluff and some light show and fire and pyro, none of that. I'm just saying, just have a show. Have a show. Don't come here just to mix songs like Pandora. That's not going to work. Pandora is a radio station, internet radio station that plays a selection of tunes that you choose the artists, and it goes from there. So that's what it is, man. It's your man Tony Soul, just trying to give a little insight. Not from a perspective, maybe you could write one of the more famous DJs and they could give you, the big dog perspective. I'm coming at you from a cat that's out here in the trenches, really with the, real-time information that can allow you to see what's going on this very moment out here. Connections, 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 connections. That's all it is, man. If you don't have your connections, you can forget it. Have your support system, have some money, have an open ticket, traveler's insurance, and have you a show. Have you a show, man. Don't front. If you don't have a show, don't come. Stay at home. Have you a show where you can get down, where you can improvise. All the stuff out here that they have, all this equipment out here that they have that you can use to better your mixes and make them sound better and make them sound like something more creative. That's what you need to get with. You know, if you need to get you some dices before you come, whatever, I don't know what it is you want, a little keyboard or whatever, come with something. Come with something. That's where you play horns, you play the Congo. Maybe you might want to bring your horn too. Come do something like that. You know, especially for house music. Come on. Come on. The creativity, it's endless, the amount of creativity we can put into this music. So that's what it is, man. It's Master DJ Tony Soul. Getting ready to get on this plane. Barcelona, headed to Marrakesh. And you know what it is, man. Hit me up on my Facebook page. Let's talk about it. Keep in tune with your band. And I'll talk to you soon. It's your man Tony Soul T Spizzle. And I'm out. Dude.